What is up, everyone? This is Jojo the Techie, and today I'm going to show you how I edit videos on my Chromebook using Clipchamp.
Jojo the Techie.
Thank you to Clipchamp for sponsoring this video. If you're not familiar with Clipchamp, let me tell you a little bit about it first. Clipchamp is a video creation, editing, and production platform that enables pretty much anyone to create professional-grade videos using very easy-to-use tools. Clipchamp's biggest strength, in my opinion, is the templates that it offers to make things a lot easier for people like you and me who are not really professional video editors, but need to get a video out every now and then, in my case, every week. Clipchamp also takes an interesting approach. It's not your traditional cloud editor. It actually does all the heavy lifting of the video processing locally. They've also partnered directly with Google to offer integrations like Google Drive, Google Photos, and you can even export directly to YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and share my Chromebook screen shortly, but make sure you stick around because I'm going to be sharing how you can get the Clipchamp Business Platinum Plan free for a month. I already have a shortcut here for Clipchamp. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. All right, this is the Clipchamp homepage where you can find all the templates that you can start off with and all the videos that you have previously worked on. You have here on the left-hand side, you have your menus or your different categories. So you have your home, which is what we're looking at right now. You have just your list of videos that you have worked on. You have your brand kit, which is actually a brand new feature, which is extremely, for me, this is going to be a lifesaver because you can save your brand fonts, you can save your brand colors, and you can add any branding like logos or anything that you normally add to your videos over and over again. You can save that here, and your template library here as well. So let's go ahead and pick a template, and let's start with that so I can show you how powerful this feature is. So I'm kind of liking the vibe of this one, the Synthwave YouTube intro card. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that one. So right there, it tells you that this template is 8 seconds and it's at a 69 ratio. All right, we're going to go ahead and use this template. All right, right away, you can see that it is downloading all the assets included in the template, and it's converting the assets for my use. All the assets you can see are being loaded up over here on the left-hand side, which include an audio track, a video track, and this looks like it's clip art. So let's wait for it to finish loading up and converting. While it does that, I'm going to go ahead and rename the video. So let's just call this Jojo the Techie Synth Wave Intro. This icon right here on the side, this is basically telling you whether the video is being synced on the cloud, which Clipchamp offers. So we're going to go ahead and turn that on. It's not completely necessary, but let's say you wanted to work on the video on a different computer that does not have these assets already downloaded onto it. When you turn on the cloud backup, you can pretty much pick up anywhere you want. All right, so now that everything is downloaded, we're gonna just explore a little bit here. So if you look here on the left-hand side, this is where you have all your different menu options. So I can see here that I have my media. This is the media that has been downloaded already with the template. I can record and create. So I can record directly from my webcam or, any camera that I have connected to my Chromebook. I can record with the screen and the camera at the same time. So I can do kind of like a picture-in-picture. I can just do screen recording, which is what I'm doing now. And this is also, I think this is a new feature, the text-to-speech. I've used this before on my intro. I don't know if you've heard the part of my intro that goes, Jojo the Techie. That is from the text-to-speech on this app. So let's see, we here have our template library again. We have some music and special effects, which is actually pretty impressive. I have been able to find pretty much any special effects sound that I wanted to look for, like those whooshes or those pops or anything like that. I've been able to find here. Now, you also get your pick from stock video, which is also very extensive and searchable. So you can search for whatever it is that you want. You have some stock images that you can search from as well. Text, and they have really nice text effects here, very modern. Most of the online video editors that I've been able to test don't have the most modern text effects, but this app does. And you have some graphics. So if you have a GIF or you have stickers that you want to include, they're right here, as well as some backgrounds and overlays. Now your filters, they're right here as well. So you have your standard filters that you can include on your video. And this feature right here, the brand kit, this is actually pretty brand new. I think this isn't even a month old. So I don't really want these, whatever these are, these little statue heads. I don't want this on my video. So I'm going to delete those. I'm not feeling that. So what I want to include here is actually my channel logo. So I'm going to go to my brand kit. I'm going to pull up my Jojo the Techie logo. So let's go ahead and add it to timeline. I'm going to move the timeline to the beginning because I wanted to play the whole time. So I'm going to move it here. And now I have my logo. I'm going to actually spread it all the way because I wanted to play throughout the video. And let's see how that shows up. So I'm going to transform. I want it to be in the middle, and I want to make it bigger because I think right now it's probably very small because I cannot see it. It is showing right here in the middle. However, there's some text here that is kind of in the way. So I'm going to delete this text as well, and I'm going to be adding my own text. So basically the only thing I'm keeping from the template is the background. So, and maybe the sound. Let's see how that works. Looking good, looking good. All right, so then I'm going to unmute the audio because I want to hear it. So let's put it at 100%. Let's see how that sounds. Very nice, actually. I like that music. I'm very much into 80s synthwave, maybe because I'm from that era. So let's see. Now my logo, I don't want it to just sit there and do nothing the whole time. So I want it to kind of fade in when it's coming in. So I'm going to go to my fade options up here. And I'm going to fade it in, let's see, for 3 seconds. Let's see how that looks. I do that. Okay, maybe it needs to be a little longer. Oh, okay, so it's 1 second. That was like milliseconds. So let's try that again. There we go. That's looking a little bit better. Maybe a little bit more. So let's do 1.5 seconds. Let's try that. All right. Okay, that's looking much, much better. Now I'm going to mute music a little bit because I kind of want to just concentrate right now on the visuals, and we're going to do the audio stuff for last. So let's see what's going on here now. What else do I want to add? So do I want this? Let's see what filters I have available. All right. So I can leave it unfiltered. I can change the look a little bit by giving it kind of like a black and white look, which I'm not really into that. Let's see, filmic, blur, glass, radial, vertical, vaporware. Okay, so actually this matches the whole vibe of synthwave. So let's apply this one and let's see how that looks. Oh, that's beautiful, actually. I think it needs to be a little bigger. Let's transform again. Let's make the size bigger. All right, now let's take a look again. Okay. I like it. I'm liking this. All right, so let's see what else I can do here. I can adjust the color. So maybe I want it a little lighter. So I'm going to adjust exposure. Let's see. All right. Okay, now we're talking. Looking very retro. Make it bigger. I keep adjusting the size, which is a great thing about this because you can adjust as you see fit. That's more visible here. There you go. I think this is looking great. Now I think it also needs a little bit something extra. So how about we add that vaporware filter to this background? All right, so let's do that. See how that looks. Oh, this is much better. Now I want my logo to be clear. I don't want it to be so you can barely read that it says Jojo the Techie. So I'm gonna remove that vaporware from here and let's do a slow zoom in the center. So you can kind of, you know, it's smaller, starts off smaller and zooms in. So let's try that. All right. Okay, I'm digging that. Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. And you can very clearly see the channel logo. You can see the channel name. Actually, I want to experience it with the music now. So let's see. Let's make this 100% again. And let's play it. All right, I'm liking this. But what if I wanted to add my own music? Let's say I have some royalty-free music I want to use instead. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to just mute this again, upload here. And since I downloaded directly to my downloads folder, I'm going to just browse the file instead of using Google Drive because I have not saved it to Google Drive. So we're going to browse and we're going to find it in my downloads. Converting my assets. So I can actually add this track right underneath the existing one, the existing music track. I don't have to delete the other one because since I am just trying this out, I don't want to delete, you know, and then have to undo to get it back if I decide to go back to the original track. So let's go ahead and add it. So I can click here to add it to my timeline. Now, obviously, this video is what, 6 seconds or 7 seconds, and the audio track that I just added is much longer than that. So I have to find exactly where I want to start this music. So let's take a listen again. I mean, I like this, but there was another part that I liked better, and I only have 7 seconds, so I have to really choose where I want my music to start. All right. Okay, I think this is where I wanted to start. So if you can see right here, it actually shows you in the waveform that this is where kind of the beat is going to change. So I think I'm going to cut it right here. So basically I can just press S on my keyboard, or I can go over here and click on the little scissor, but I like using keyboard shortcuts because it does speed up my workflow. So I'm just going to do S. So as you can see, this now turned the one clip into 2 different clips. This one I'm going to delete, and I'm going to zoom to fit, and I'm just going to move this all the way to the beginning. So then now I'm going to zoom in again, And let's see now where I wanted to, I'm gonna have to tweak it, and then I'm gonna have to choose where I want to end it. So let's see how it sounds now if we started where I split it. So I want to cut this right here, and then I'm going to add a fade out. So S, then delete. Then I'm going to fade the volume out. So I want to fade it out at 0.7. Let's see. And maybe I want to add a fade in as well. So let's do about the same. And let's see how that sounds. All right. I'm not totally convinced with the fade out. So let me listen to that again. Just kind of stops suddenly. Yeah, I think it needs a little more fade out time. So let's make it a 1.2. Let's see. Okay, that sounds better. All right, let's listen to the whole thing again. Let's make it an even 1. Try again. All right, I think that sounds much better. So as you can see, a lot of my process is just trial and error because I am not a professional video editor. So I have to be like very like visual and listen and do it over and over again, just so I can kind of hear the differences and make a decision on how I want things to look and sound. Okay, we want the logo to fade out as well. So we're gonna add a fade out. Also 1.5. I like things to be, like if it's 1.5 in the beginning, I like to be 1.5 at the end, just because I'm a little bit OCD about that kind of stuff. So let's listen again. I love it. I love it. All right, we want this to fade out as well. So let's do 0.6. All right, let's see. Fade out. Okay, fade to black. Perfect. I think we got a winner, guys. So I'm gonna delete the track that came with the template because I'm not gonna end up using it. I'm very happy with the one that I downloaded. So we're gonna use that. I wanted to show you guys the text options that Clipchamp has. What I would do is I would go here, click text, and let's say I wanted to add, I don't know, some glitch. So let's see now. Okay, I think we have a winner right here. So let's go ahead and export it. And right here we have the options. So I want this to be 1080p. I want the quality to be the maximum quality, and we're going to export. So these are your export options. As you can see already, it's showing you the progress of the export. This is being processed right now on your Chromebook, not on the cloud. And as soon as it's done, it's going to give you a video link, and it's going to give you an option to save to all of these different platforms right here. So let's see. Oh, wow, I like it. I love it. All right. So that's it. That's how you can edit a video in Clipchamp. You saw how easy that was? All right, so I'm going to be including links in the description below with how you can get Clipchamp. And in order to get a business platinum membership for 1 month, you're going to use the code Clipchamp Jojo the Techie. Now don't forget to subscribe, click on like, and click on the bell so that you can get notified next time I post a new video. All right, so I see you guys in the next one.